from Cairo, and a journalist and a researcher, Ihab Omar. Thank you very much for being here with us. What would you say are the main obstacles preventing the enforcement ceasefire? And this is despite the international pressure and, of course, this new call for an immediate ceasefire by the European Commission.
Greetings to you and to the audience. We are in front of a chaos, and the discussion meetings have been held in many countries. But in addition to warm and visits, Netanyahu paves to White Office and with Trump, and despite all of these meetings that do not lead to any real agreements, they are just telling media that there is a soon agreement, but there is nothing in ground. The contrary is the truth. Israel wants to build a Nazi detaining camp on Rafah, Egyptian Rafah, and they want to mobilize 5 governorates in Gaza and squeeze it into one governorate, which is south of Gaza. So therefore, Israel is still resuming its hostility, its craziness, its conducting its crimes, and Trump is only announcing protocol and protocols and just announcing Sooners agreements looming for a month now. Therefore, he also only described Iranian strike as strategic deception. He only lies and lies so everyone can believe them. In my discussion, the truth until now is not looming as alleged by Trump, to be honest, Hamas had made more than one compromise, but they only Trump only tried to be the only victorious party. They're trying to push Palestinians towards the south and in the Egyptian governorate of Rafah to try to have a final attempt to enforce the displacement of Palestinians outside Gaza Strip.
Well, let's just talk about military tactics. We've only got a very short amount of time left, so if you could be brief, that would be great. They're using Apache helicopters and very strong artillery in densely populated areas. Does this align at all with international humanitarian law?
There is nothing Israel does aligns with international humanitarian law or anything at all. In Gaza Strip, there is no inhabitable place. There is the military authority and political wing of Hamas has been almost eliminated, and Hamas has been divided across Gaza Strip. So why Israel is using strong heavy artilleries and helicopters unless it's targeting for Palestinian people in order to turn their lives to hell inside Gaza and liquidate Gaza, eliminate it to be easy for the US and Israel to allegedly assume that it is an inhabitable area and it's better for Palestinians to leave their lands in order to rebuild and reconstruct it one more time, not for Palestinians even, but for the interest of Trump project, which is called the New Middle East.
We've just been given an extra couple of minutes, so that's just for this question. What role can Egypt and Qatar and the United States realistically play in advancing the proposed 60-day ceasefire? And why has it failed so far?
Egypt is the only reality and only truth, unless that everyone plays on it for its interest and regional projects and international agendas. We cannot think that the previous efforts are failure because they're still ongoing. So therefore, we are still waiting the results of these efforts. First of all, then we can assess their failure or success. Egypt is still exerting regional efforts in order to reach ceasefire, and these Egyptian efforts, regardless of anyone, will reach ceasefire for 60 days ceasefire. The second day of truce, Egypt will start international conference to rebuild Gaza without displacement, and when the third day will be a conference with other countries to announce the sovereignty of Palestinians.
And of course, it's an ongoing nightmare in Gaza. This Israeli blockade is continuing to affect the availability and the pricing of basic goods, isn't it?
I didn't hear the question clearly. Can you repeat?
Yes, of course.
نعم.
The blockade, the ongoing blockade by Israel of Gaza, and the effect that it's having on the availability and pricing of basic goods. That's what I was talking about. Is there a mechanism that we can use to address the crisis?
I imagine there is a place inside in this world, which is a Gaza Strip, with the size of the U.S. state. Israel is besieging for more than 2 years, and we are almost completing the third year where the human rights advocates, where they are fighters, U.S. fighters, are engaging in destroying Palestinians who are trying to get a piece of bread. I hope international community continues its pressure on the U.S. and on Israel to restore life in Gaza and to open corridors and to allow humanitarian access to Palestinians, because all visions, U.S. and Israeli visions, failed and had criminal targets in order to eliminate Palestinians and weaponize hunger, health, and depriving Palestinians from their simplest or basic needs of water and food. So I hope Egyptians' effort succeed in to reaching a ceasefire.
Well, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on Q News. Ihab Omar, a journalist and researcher, joining us from Cairo. Thank you very much.